really do your scouting work.
Trying to work
out
out
the right adjective, but it could be anything down there, to be honest.
It's going to be crazy. There could be tricks. Ignar's there for the counter gate, not revealed. Nice positioning.
Oh, the solar flare comes in. All the layering. It's all too easy for BBQ. They may even get another one as the Cataclysm comes through. Featherstorm, Teddy doesn't even use the flash just yet, and in fact, isn't going to go for it at all. He was trying to buy time. Teleport now from
turret. It looks impossible.
Yeah, inviting Shelly to the campsite as well is just real dangerous, as Tempt does have to be careful. Has to use the stopwatch actually to get out of the way of the seismic shove, then instantly flashes so on, trying to set up the cube. It doesn't actually let it. Tempt explodes though as Umti joins the fight. Ignar just around so many people that he's not friends with on this map right now. And that's Jin getting 2 back for themselves, answering BBQ.
Yeah, Soan was a presence in a team fight this early. The Ornn ultimate was very delayed compared to the Scion crashing in and not caring about magic damage at all. They're looking for more.
Yep, the quickness is going to get popped.
Oh,
There's
baby!
another double knock-up. Oh my god, Wraith. He had his breakfast this morning, Pub Smith. He's feeling real good about himself, and crazy. He's almost on the wrong side.
That's going to be what they want to do, because their Baron take is so much safer compared to Jin.
I feel like Jin probably just want to wait until Teddy's going to be able to get stuff done. May not be able to, though, because Call of the Forge God flies through. Stopwatch has to be used. Poor timing by Ignar on the solar flare. They will be able to still grab the kill, but the grand entrance comes down. Tempt explodes. So much damage, but it's a double kill. Doesn't even matter. I'm not even sure how he managed to flick back a paddle star to pick up that kill onto Umti. But despite the fact that the ult doesn't land from BBQ. Yeah, teleport going to be utilized by Tempt here as well. Managed to pick one of those up. Wraith looking to head on over. He should be able to disrupt the members of BBQ, and Ignar's about half health. But Crazy and Trick are just so tanky. Half health now on the Baron. Umti's nowhere to be seen. Still coming back from the Death Chamber. Ignar may actually fall low. They should still be able to grab this Baron. He's just baiting him. In goes Soan. Does a decent amount of work now as Wraith makes his way out, but Tempt is going to be able to do so much damage. The AoE from Teddy may not necessarily be enough, as Soan, as the zombie Scion, shouldn't be able to get too much done. It's a double kill actually for the Ornn.
Well,
who said they didn't do any... Yeah, the Baron wasn't necessarily going down extraordinarily fast either, as in goes Jin. They're trying to find Ghost and Ignar. It's a decent chains of corruption, but Wraith doesn't find the grand entrance, and he may actually just get exploded here. Battle Dance comes in, but it's just not quite enough to get himself out with the second charge, and that's the whole bottom lane destroyed. BBQ so good at getting these 2 picks, and Trouble Bubble from downtown through the terrain is looking to pick up Grace. The explosion of damage as the Paddle Star follows it up, and Ghost is gifted a kill with 3 dead on the side of Jin. Now should be BBQ's chance.
The longest range Trouble Bubble you'll ever see connect takes down Grace. This will be the free Baron. We wondered if the moment had passed them. The moment is right now. BBQ take Baron.
Yeah, just talking about it, saying that Jin were able to get something back. Oh, see you later, Umti. No chance he was surviving.
Certainly, you don't have an off time. You don't have 15 minutes to kind of regroup, as they're just chasing onto Umti, force the flash.
Yeah, he's going to land the Call of the Forge God. Crazy just proving that he can. Teddy actually getting decent damage through as the double knockup comes down, but Wraith is just not tanky enough. Double stun on the solar flare as Teddy throws out the heal. He's going to be able to get himself back out. Tempt with an extra flash that he picked up, and Ignar has the ignite ticking down. He got enough damage
as quickly as possible and praying to God, I think.
Okay. Prayers were answered. They're trying to kill Scion. They might actually do it instantly.
They're layering the CC. There's so many options, but is this exactly what they want to do? Do they want to be focusing this guy? It's Call of the Forge God once again off cooldown. Soan is actually causing a ruckus in the backline. Tempt down to about half health. Trick as well utilized, taken down fairly low. Is this enough to take down the Baron is the question. Soan, not the smite user. He could possibly be able to get himself in there.
I don't know. There's no real way, now that the ward line has been cemented, to stop this. They control the pit. They control outside the pit. BBQ, they control the Olivers. Now it feels like their next objective with this Baron is to finally break the base.
Think that they should be able to do it. The other option would be do their very best to start another fight. You can imagine that Ignar, with how he's been playing so far today, would certainly like that. Teddy has almost managed to flame Horizon as a team that's 5-13 and behind 4 turrets and a hell of a lot of gold.
Only reason that he's competitive in items against the now 6-kill Varus. He's facing, does have 6 items himself, but has a Mercurial Scimitar, and you would imagine a Lord Dominic's Regard to close up the build. If he hits that moment and They are still in a competitive spot. There is still the chance the old Jin Air stall is possible.
Yeah,
Looking on Teddy.
Yeah.
He does have sorcery, so outside chance he has the Gathering Storm. It's been common for him, so let's assume it's Gathering Storm for both AD carries.
Yeah.
Don't have a Gathering Storm indicator here at OGN, so can't give you the full information, but pretty easy to assume when it comes to Jin Air.
That was a bit cute by Tempt, using his Redemption to actually heal up the minion wave. They push this one down, looking to try and break the base on the bottom side of the map first.
Basically what happens here is that Teddy wants to walk up to try to wave clear it, and then Ghost could flash after him or Ignar. Only a Mercurial Scimitar short a full build, and Sion decides go time.
Yeah, it's choo-choo train movement forward as the Solar Flare doesn't find any stuns, just slows down the Sion. Umti looking to try and get into that backline, get something that he wants, but Crazy's too far forward, has to use the flash to get out of the way. Call the Forge God comes down once again, and it's Teddy taken out of the fight for the moment. Crazy still alive. Umti just turned on and destroyed, but there are low health flyers on BBQ. Teddy can get the work done, picks up his first kill. Trick's in trouble, massive double up attempt. It's going to explode. It's the Rakan that grabs one of the kills, and BBQ running for the hills.
They can't get on in the game.
What were we talking about earlier on, Papa, saying that we're okay with having an extremely long game? Well, BBQ haven't been able to close this one out.
And Orin's not there, so the Elder will go to the side of Jin Air. They do have 2 buffs, but I guess an extra 5% to minions behind the pit. They need one of those so they can have eyes on Trick if they trust the interrupt to come through from Wraith. Back on the pit again.
Yep, just onto this Baron, of course. They do have lane pressure with these super creeps heading down the mid lane. The Ornn's actually going to move over early. Grace down here as well, just throwing pebbles around. Trying not to work too much of this ground, and that is going to be Teddy securing it. Trick got into the pit. I don't know how it didn't work, but he didn't even get the smite off. These teams are. Oh man, that was 2 so far this game. So there's another call of the Forge God. Crazy plays Pong all the way back there, but Teddy just stays right up in it, doing the very best that he can. Featherstorm comes in, Crazy having to flash out of the way, and BBQ scattering, heading for the hills. Tower's going to fall down on the top side. They may actually lose their first inhibitor, but they are going to be able to get the bottom one. They should be able to move over to mid and do the same thing. Banner and Command not quite enough to win off this minion battle. And Jin Air say that they don't care about their base, they're just going to go for the trade.
And they're not going to go for the win, they're going to back away. These minions aren't stopping.
The minions are going for the win, though, Papa.
The minions know exactly. That's something that Crazy's joining them.
Yeah, Tempt is joining them as well.
God!
They're going for the jugular here. We've got Umti, he turns himself back in there, and they're stopping the backs. Tempt is doing what he can, but they've lost one of the Nexus turrets.
Here's the choo-choo train and the wall.
Yeah, and they didn't actually block each other off this time around. Tempt, he's in trouble.
Where are they fighting?
Cue the Benny Hill music, Papa.
They're fighting over here.
They grab Tempt at least for the first kill.
Is this the time? It's still long death timers on Tempt.
Yeah, it was one hell of a Hail Mary play. You feel like BBQ probably not in the best position to grab the victory, but Trick says, I'm going to put you all in a cage, and Teddy says no. I'm going to jump up into the air and I'm going to take down all of your turrets as best I can.
Have to fight.
That's a 3-man knockup though. Massive damage onto the Rakan as Umti still has the Guardian Angel.
Those are free hitting.
Yeah, they get rid of Teddy. And now it's all about this The choo-choo train comes in, immediately the cleanse comes down, but Solar Flare, he doesn't have enough buttons, no health, no mana, has to get himself back, but the teleports are going to get Tempt back in. Someone desperately trying to keep them away from his last remaining Nexus turret, but he's going to go down to zombie mode. The last turret not going to be enough when the Varus is this damn fed. This game went everywhere as quickly as it possibly could, and in the end it's BBQ doing what they could do. The first round rock. 100% win rate so far in the one game that he's played.
And on the red side, this is the possibility for Jin Air. They blind.
Well, as far as opportunities are concerned, Trick is going to be able to clear out at least some of this vision. Now Umti is going to reveal himself. Okay, Soan could be in trouble. Trick's going to be able to set himself up. Call the Forge God. Soan going to get knocked up. There's the Elastic Slingshot, but doesn't actually get most of the work in there. Okay, a lot of tentacles set up, but he's still going to get back either. And just looked like Jin Air got the hell out of there, and they didn't necessarily need to.
Looking for a turret dive. Umti misses the ultimate. Might look for it anyway.
Yep, stopwatch. Bit of a piggy drive-by, as Umti's going to have to use the flash to get out of the way of the turret.
Such a pretty big mistake by Jin Air. They had the vision and also the blast planners. A lot of trading happening here.
Double knockout comes in for the grand entrance.
Everywhere.
But meanwhile, in the mid lane, Tempt, that one last auto attack, Grace finds it.
Double
and they
kidnap
onto 2 members. Thankfully, there was a cheeky little minion underneath the turret. Permafrost comes in as Trick eats up a bloblet.
Umpty's dead.
Yep, Soul Division comes down. Umpty's going to be taken out by Trick, and Grace really desperately wants to be able to kill these little blobs, but they can't do it. Yep, only little pebbles to fly through. Jinner, a little bit of a disaster, and BBQ going to start again on the bottom side. Only a single knock-up as the Glacial Fissure is dodged by Ghost. Moves himself to the side. Battle dance onto Ignar, but the flash forward from Teddy. He's once again tanking turret shots like a beast. And the Blade Caller just not off cooldown, just trying to be on watch duty as Temp turns up at the same time, and this should be the Dragon secured. Jinner looking to try and turn themselves in here.
Got it!
Oh my goodness, Umpty going to be able to grab the second one.
Someone's feeling this, but he won't go for the flash.
Yep.
Doesn't have it available.
Should actually go down as Grace comes in and finishes off the Zac, but he may have actually overextended. Featherstorm comes in, that's one for Ghost, as Trick does eventually fall. It's a fight on multiple fronts though, as Tempt gets the pushback onto Umpty in this window they may have as Wraith. Potential trouble as Teddy. That was a real long-range option from Trick, as now Ignar jumps his way into the back. Teddy is exploded. Featherstorm saves Ghost's life as Grace is desperately looking for a Trick. Might be sacrificed to the old gods, and it looks like he will be. There are so many tentacles raining terror down on BBQ, but Crazy gets the flash to get himself out of there. There it is, tentacles everywhere. Trick, just stop trying to kill your teamers. Look at all of this damage. Ghost gets one back in there, but now everyone's starting to fall on the side of BBQ. Oh man, what a team. The voice staff has come in, so he's a very real problem. And no one's really tanky enough to deal with it as Trick once again turns up. Doesn't get the arms in there as Wraith could be in trouble. There's the battle dance forward actually from Ignar, and they do get the pick up onto Wraith. Can they get one onto Trick as Elastic Slingshot is enough to get him out? Flash has to be used as Crazy's hella tanky, and once again, Soan caught out of position. He's going to get jumped on, launched into the sky, and destroyed. And Crazy, the whole time, was just eating damage from BBQ and survived.
Grace dead.
Just a beautiful series so far from the top laner out of BBQ. And Grace overextended, trying to go after the last few health points. BBQ should be able to get towards Baron.
And this is why you see Trick go for the engages. It's during a 1-3-1 period for the side of Jinner, but they're strong enough to dive in and not die, focus down one member. And if you're rotating up as Alawi, you've already lost the team fight. They cannot fight front to back. And now Jinner just looking for a Baron buff. Interrupt is Ignar.
Yeah, there's a flash forward. Teddy's actually going to be able to pick up the kill, but they do get the engage. Trick's trying to do what he can. Tempt flies forward, grabs it. That unleashed power always looks like it's just a little bit too much for what they're trying to go for, and now Trick gets back onto the Baron.
Really, it's just 3,000 health.
Yeah, they really don't want to let Umpty in here. He's stolen one thing already, but Tempt, he's in trouble. Concussive points, oh my god, he's still alive! Has the heal, Wraith finally finishes him off, but the jungle is dead. Crazy's in there all by himself, just beating on this purple worm. And BBQ should be able to turn around and finally take this guy out.
Yeah, this Baron was leashed for an insane amount of time.
So Kidnap does come down. Okay, see you later, Umpty. There's a lot of tentacles, but the piggy just gets obliterated.
Yeah, Umpty seems to be off on the memo. Everyone else is kiting up, and Umpty allowed himself to be kidnapped by the Zac. That means the smite is gone. It's Baron time for BBQ.
Yep, Teddy trying to set himself up to try and kill them over the wall if he can. I'm not sure there's going to be too many opportunities. We've got the Leap of Faith available for
so much
Zoan.
Damage,
the Baron is the party pit for an Alawi, but my god, that Baron did not last very long at all. Call the Forge God. Gonna find not too much as Tempt flashes forward. They're looking for Zoan. Get himself the stun. There's the knock-up test. Leap of Faith was there, but he dies just too fast. Potentially being an opportunity.
Someone's at base here.
Okay, yeah,
Syndra's at base.
Tempt is going to be ghosting towards here. Trick tries to jump in. He's a little bit early. Gets the kidnap. Brings one of them back out, but Ignar not going to grab anything with his initiation. The Baron goes over to Jinner, and they might even be able to get some kills. Umpty completely whiffs the ultimate, though. And
I know!
Disengage. That's pretty good, as Trick's going to launch his way forward. Decent layering as CC is in goes Ignar. Ghost grabs Teddy. This could actually be it. And Jinner, they weren't able to sit in their base. Soan's going to get destroyed. Took a long time to go down that quick time. Couple of kills, and they're exactly the ones that they wanted to remove.
He pushed out the base, and Ignar finally got backline out. Just been searching for it for 30 minutes.
He's back there again.
I know. He's got teleport up. He can still go for a teleport play. 2 members dead, including the Caitlyn, for 55 seconds. but apparently it doesn't mean that much.
No, apparently not. So I think Ignar always wanted to be a top laner, by the way, because he has spent a lot of time ready for this fountain teleport.
All right,
there it is. Okay.
Teleporting into lane. It is still 5v3. They should at minimum get
Unless
3
Rosa
or
just
more.
gets killed by Grace. It's okay.
Omti trying to slow the minions.
Yeah, it doesn't actually get there though, and remember, they just need to try and take down these inhibitors.
They're
try and get as
distracting.
many turrets as they can.
Just distracting here. 25 seconds on So1, 20 seconds on Teddy. They want more, but the Ornn ultimate going to be interrupted. Can they just finish?
Yeah, well, they're going to take down these Nexus turrets so extraordinarily fast. Wraith dies as approximately an afterthought as Ghost flashes onto Grace, picks it up. Featherstorm's there to reset the aggro, and now he's going to have some time with the Nexus. It's a 2-0.